For the fourth time in the last 5 years, the Needham football team earned itself a first-round home playoff game. As the number 2 seed in Division I South, the Rockets drew Brockton as its first-round opponent. It marked the first time that the two schools faced off on a football field, and it did not disappoint.
First playoff game in Needham in a couple years, but in the first quarter, it's Brockton racing right out of the gates. Rosenpierre takes a third down handoff. He makes one cut, and see you later. 59 yards straight down the middle of the field. The Boxers are on the board less than 2 minutes in, shocking the Needham crowd at Memorial Field. Rockets look to answer right back, though. They get a big third down play of their own. Charlie Ogletree threads the needle to senior John Andre down the middle of the field. It's a big 36-yard pickup all the way down to the Brockton 22. And later in the drive, Coach Duffy setting an aggressive tone by going for it on fourth down near the goal line. Matt Smith with a leaping grab at the 1-yard line to get the first down and keep the drive alive. So on the next play, it's Tyler Reed, the sophomore, bounces his way into the end zone for the score. We've got a tie ball game at the end of the first quarter, knotted up at 7 apiece. Early into the second quarter, we go Needham now with a 10-7 lead. Ogletree tosses a screen pass to Odari Hibberts, and the sophomore has a reservation for 6. He's got blockers in front and does the rest. Bursts right through the seam and turns on the Jets, gliding right into the end zone. Rockets now with a 10-point advantage at 17-7. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, Brockton can't hold on to it. The fumble on the toss is recovered by Needham's Matt Roque. He's excited. Michael DeLeva is excited, as you see there on your screen. Not much better luck, though, for the Boxers on special teams. They're back to receive a Needham punt, but it's muffed. And Kobe Sklar chases it down for the recovery. It results in another Alex Sliney field goal to make it 20-7 Rockets. Late in the quarter, Roque steps up again for the Rockets. He curls inside on the blitz and sacks Jose Montero Jr. for the turnover on downs. Everything coming up the way of Needham in the middle of the first half. Brockton, however, does get the ball back, and Montero Jr. sneaks it in seconds before halftime to make it 20-14. That snaps a string of 20 unanswered points for the Rockets. We're going to jump ahead now late into the fourth quarter. Brockton on the doorstep. Toss goes to Pierre, and he forces his way into the end zone. Extra point, though, sails wide, so we are going to overtime. Rockets get the ball first in overtime, and on second down, they go to Andre in the flat. He stopped short of the goal line, though, and a big hit right there by Dexter Cumberlander. So Needham has to settle for 3. They trot out their trusty kicker, Sliney, and his kick is up, and it is good. So now the focus shifts to the defensive side of the ball for the Rockets. The Boxers go nowhere on their first 2 plays, and it comes down to a third down play. The pass into the end zone is picked off. Aaron Gordon with the game-sealing INT, sending the Rockets and their fans into a frenzy. 23-20 is the final, of course. Gordon, one of the heroes for Needham, and Sliney, the senior kicker, is the other as he boots 3 field goals in the game. The Rockets advance to the sectional semifinals, where they will play host to number 3 seeded Xaverian on Friday, November 3rd. Kickoff for that one is again set for 7 p.m.
After a come-from-behind 2-1 victory over Newton North last week, Needham boys soccer clinched their 7th straight Cary Division title. With the state tournament looming for the Rockets, they had one final regular season test on Monday, October 30th, against undefeated St. John's Prep.
First 5 minutes of the game, St. John's Prep with a free kick just outside the box. The initial save is made by Andrew McNally, but the rebound is knocked in by William Tulleri, giving the Eagles an early 1-0 lead in this one. The Eagles then make it 2-0 a little while later as Brian Brennan sends a through ball to Steven Yakita, and he curls a shot through the wind past McNally. The Rockets senior goalkeeper actually leaves the game after appearing to hurt his leg moments before that. Midway through the half, Rockets looking to finally get on the board. A ball into David Weisenbach, but his header is gobbled up here by the Prep's Christian Buckley right in the middle of the net. And shortly after, the Eagles counter, cross out front, bounces to Yakita, and he finds the back of the net yet again. Needham trails 3-0 into halftime. 10 minutes into the second half, who else but Yakita again. He gathers, turns, and fires far post to complete the hat trick and give the Prep a commanding 4-0 lead. Rockets do finish strong, though, in this one. Under 10 minutes to play, Paul Yang corrals the ball and rips a shot to the back of the net, getting Needham on the board. And with less than 2 minutes to play for Shimazu, setting up the free kick for the Rockets, he curls in a beautiful ball right to Quinn Kelly as he heads it in for the goal, and that makes it 4-2. That's actually how it would end. Rockets drop the season finale, but they're on to the playoffs now. They are the number 11 seed in D1 South and are scheduled to play at number 6 Barnstable on Saturday, November 4th at 6 p.m.